A new world! Oh yes, pick me!
The Emperor and Empress.
Since that day you saved my life, I have presumed I knew you. But now, 1,000 letters from your father go unopened, yet one scribbled from your sister changes everything. I didn't even know you had a sister. We are broke, old pal. We can't afford a passage back to your old world, back to your family. Not unless you suddenly remembered what work is. Dynamite fishing? You're serious? Well, the village north is always short on food. Remember when we escaped the pits back when? Still some dynamite. Here it is. Just get plenty of distance on the throw. Don't look at me. Dynamite was your idea. They're not expecting Queen Parrot. Anything with fins will do. All the blistered fish they could ever want. You do have an all the blistered...
Oh, what the chimichurri was that, Boom? Ah, that bird. Here are your tickets. Hurry, drifters.
So, this is it. We're leaving paradise behind. You never talked much about family and the like. But you're dead serious about this, aren't you? No matter. I made a vow to defend you. And I don't break an oath. Even if a blind man could see you leap into the deepest pit of dung.
I have never asked anything of you, firstborn. Not when you stole away a tiptoe, leaving the family burden at your little sister's door. Our father is accused of high treason. Dare you to believe it? Will you now stand by, knowing gentle father is indungeoned? It must kill him. Please come home. We need you. Is it really you, dearest sibling? I never dared hope you'd return. Do you remember Bright Sands? Of course you do. We loved it here. It's changed now. The Royal Council support Uncle Edvard. Father barely cold, and he's pulling everything down.
All those houses. You never said how wealthy you were. Why were we selling fish and sleeping in barns?
Never told your friend of Good and Sons? There is much to be said, but not now. Dear father's funeral begins.
Where have you been? Without you brats, we'll never be done with this obligation.
Looks like Death claimed the wrong brother.
No matter, so few are here, when they are the few he loved most.
Nobody likes a traitor, let alone his tainted offspring. Better make yourself scarce.
We shall, dear sibling, for now. I have acquired a small island with the last of my funds, and passage for all still loyal to father. Together, we shall clear his name, or die trying.
Your sister reminds me of you. Must mean new adventures await, old pal.
This is it. Ditch water. End of the world. I hope you like it quiet.
What? Still here? Establishing a rival company on that disheveled island?
Let Uncle Edvard scoff. A modest island, yes, but if you're at all like father, you'll look beyond appearances. We must shelter the good, loyal people who have shown solidarity with our family. We need every hand we can get if we are to expunge this debris.
I present my humble duty to you, and am confident you'll transcend your present circumstance.
Tell me you are moral, and not yet another crook-fingered wretch.
Timber, very good. I'll try not to think of the coffin.
You reached a new milestone.
Do you remain here out of spite? Or is this some... As you are so desperate to appear responsible, you'll be pleased...
Miserly, uncharitable dastard! Picking and choosing what he inherits. See what slander Edvard prints in Bright Sands.
Samuel's child, is it? Thank heavens.
He twists every article in his favour at our and father's expense.
life is so-so.
Can't beat a humble spud.
Father wouldn't have wanted us to sit on our hands while our one prospect was in such a state. So let's gather our townsfolk and ask them to spruce the place up. Mourning is eased, now we have others for company, sibling. It's been a hard day of labour for us all. We should cater to our tired, hungry people.
You reached a new milestone.
It's been a long, hard day. The people need to rest, and maybe wet their whistles.
Thank your loving kindness. What brings you here, Master?
Feels an eternity since the funeral. And the cost! Oh, why, it was extortionate. Repay me now, or sell up.
I feel sick to the stomach that Edvard could ask so much of us so soon after Father's death. Your people are recovered and desirous to proceed. Set them to it. We're going to need as much space as we can clear.
We loves you, we does.
Speak to our humble cousin. He writes of a worker riot in Bright Sands. It seems we are not alone in our contempt for Edvard.
We'd rather die than stay. Our flags still wave for Samuel.
I've summat to put before a tanker. I got something perplexing, needs setting straight. We'll gather and toast your elf.
Ready to repay my... Don't think you're finished, brat. I loathe the reek of lanolin, but if farmers' smocks are all you have...
Is there no limit to Uncle's shameless demands?
A life away from Edvard? We're on board. Only, we've no ship to get on board of.
If you pick me, you may have my boat. It's my poor aunt's legacy. Her second husband was a decent sailor.
Tell me you've managed some Baba black sheep. Have you any wool? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. 4 bags full.
Everybody on board? Good.
What? Has your cleft of the family no shame that it now resorts to abducting my workers? The Queen's ambassador himself shall hear of this.
Abduction is a severe accusation.
And if I may, excuse me, a false one. We left Edvard quite willingly.
Pencil polishing popinjay. I should have been rid of you long ago.
I see nothing criminal. A bit of interfamilial bickering is only natural, and hardly a matter for the crown. And as for you, I have quite forgotten my manners. Sir Archibald Blake, ambassador and confidant to the Queen. Despite the circumstances, Her Majesty and I were pleased to hear of your return. Your father's death was a tragedy. We regret he never had the chance of a fair trial.
The real tragedy here is the vast funeral bill that goes unpaid, while this brat is living the life of O'Reilly.
Sadly, your uncle has indeed alerted me to some floating liabilities. I fear you have no choice but to settle them if I am to grant you your crown shipping license.
Edvard registered the debt officially.
Don't worry. That old tyrant can't hold us back anymore.
Indeed. Once my letterpress is up and running, the truth will come back to haunt Edvard. For your hospitality, please use my ship howsoever you may wish.
Now that sounds like good news.
As to the debt, my hands are tied, but it may warm Her Majesty's heart to see a new enterprise taking shape.
Maybe Edvard will try to prevent us owning a shipyard. But for now, let's at least house those workers.
You reached a new milestone.
With several passionate young reporters enlisted, our publishing house is already well underway.
Our dream of a shipyard is impossible without plenty of qualified hands.
Lovely.
Our editorial section is sure to grow along with your city. We are fine-tuning the first issue as we speak.
You have father's fortitude. These people will follow you as they once followed him.
You reached a new milestone.
Your worthless rags have barely covered anything. Now, bring me sails. It's not like you have any use for them.
Clearly, Uncle's intention is to keep us from ever owning a shipyard.
It's a surprise inspection.
We're taking every care.
There'll be potholes, so watch out.
Where are my sails? Nothing you do will lift the cloud. Haven't seen a prison transport of mine, have you? If you do, be sure to return any salvage to me.
Really, entirely marvelous to meet you. And that we may show truth, or anything, actually, in our broadsheet.
I know you're busy, but I've a favour to ask.
Spare a thought for us? These are good times. Could they be even better? Cure! A promise kept.
Saved! Do you also then save us from a grievous injustice? Edward's charges against us are pure fabrication. The man is an impostor.
A letter. It bears Edvard's seal.
Don't even think about sheltering Samuel's co-conspirators. Deliver them to prison at once, and I might lift your debt.
Open the letter. He's clearly up to no good.
However much we despise Uncle Edvard, it's criminal to go opening his private correspondence. Even I am astonished he could be this corrupt. We must put their cases before the highest authority.
He certainly knows how to silence his critics.
What is it you are bringing? Did he really? Oh dear. Best leave these poor people with me. I will tell Edvard that the debt between you is quite settled.
That was none of your business. And what right has the Crown to meddle in my accounts? What right?
We are, all of us, quite moved by your selfless actions. Your father would be proud.
I am so relieved our legitimacy is no longer in question. Hurry! I already smell the tar. See, the masts are swaying from Father's study.
Once we're done here, we can bag some rabbits.
You're flourishing!
Proper job.
Day full of day of dreary drudge.
I count our blessings every day.
Our city's historic first shipyard. We must document this moment in our first edition. A perfect snapshot to illustrate history in the making.
So you build ships like your father. Well, the Queen is in the direst need of ships. Supporting her will go some way to healing the wounds of the past.
A commission for the Royal Fleet, and in such quantity. A rare honor indeed. The weaponry they ask for presents a problem. I'm not even sure we have an iron load, do we? I see the iron is beyond our reach. We have no choice but to find a way through the mountain.
Still have a few sticks of dynamite. We can blow our way through. Perhaps not refine.
Ship constructed.
What are you both doing? Demolition is a serious matter wanting proper expertise. Father used Mr. Ticker on account of his good sense. Go on. I suggest you find him in Bright Sands.
Stations.
After the picket protests, many fine men left Bright Sands to join you. Then Edvard struck back. He imprisoned all who were close to your father, including my beloved Thomas. My husband and the others were deported to Wormway's prison, and I've heard nothing from him ever since. If you do find him unharmed, prithee tell him his wife yearns for his return.
We are nearing the place your father died. Whatever happens, stay calm.
So there you are, the traitor's children.
How dare you?
Oh, spare me the nauseating drivel. Flogging Queenie's Peachy Island in the New World. To some rebel upstarts? Ha! Traitor is too generous a word.
Father would never have. He was the Queen's stalwart, a member of the Royal Council.
He hung himself in one of my cells. I'd call that a rather conclusive admission of guilt.
We did not come here to be insulted. We came to strike a bargain. The demolition man, Thomas. We want him.
Oh, I vaguely remember him. Stubborn, with a loose mouth. Just as innocent as all the others. He is small fry. A bail has been set. Pay every penny of his money, and I will place him immediately at your disposal. I can't think why he'd be worth anything. Everyone here is beyond redemption.
I'd do anything to dodge Mr. Bleakwood.
Traitor or not, Samuel wouldn't have wanted his people to suffer.
I was made to scrub Mr. Bleakwood's scabby back one.
Demolition? I could demolish a proper brick.
Samuel Goods, engineer? Aye, that's me. Who's asking?
That's the least I'm due for my suffering. He is ready for transportation.
New orders?
Sir Archibald Blake.
What brings you here, Master?
Production has stopped.
Wheels might help.
Ship constructed.
Keep an eye to the horizon for miscreants. It is not my job to know their crimes, only to find a fitting punishment.
Ready for assignment?
The fire is out of control.
Oh, he's here. Try to make a good first impression, eldest. Any friend of Father is a friend of ours.
Ship constructed. So, I'm a commodity now, to be bought and sold.
Stations.
Your father treated me like a human being. I don't know what you're trying.
I present my humble...
Mining for you, mining for Eli. What's the difference? Right, sir. The fire left ruins behind.
I am the instrument to bear out his judgment.
New orders?
Anyone for croquet?
Ship constructed.
Done.
I'm still waiting for the boom.
We need something first.
Done.
Who are all these busybodies? Blowing up rocks can't be that complicated.
A shame you can't appreciate the craft this requires. Never mind. The charges have been primed. The perimeter cleared. We are ready to detonate. Boom.
My apologies! That was indeed impressive. Is there anything dynamite won't solve, I wonder?
A special edition for a special happening.
Iron into steel, steel into arms, and we shall have fulfilled our first royal commission.
There was a chance while your father still lived. No use dragging it out now he's gone.
I have the amp half the time.
You are trying, at least. I know Samuel wouldn't have given up.
I'm confident it's ready to go.
Adjust the sail.
To meet our patron is utterly humbling. If there is, it's important to be true to oneself.
Look busy, people.
There is no shame in producing weapons if it is in defense of the realm, eldest.
Watch your fingers, lads.
It's our human rights. Painflets, pickets, healthy honest protest. If some silvers...
Thank your loving kindness.
We earned this.
An explosion in one of your factories. A fire broke out. The fire has been vanquished.
Nice day for it.
find myself looking up to you, as the youngest often will.
I need something to blunt my rage on.
Like a frog on a lily pad, I is.
Please, couldn't muck me out, could ya? I need help with me lowly troubles.
Keen as a three-legged goat.
It's all prepared.
Don't mind a bit.
It's our human right.
It's no bright sands, but it really is something.
You reached a new milestone.
All I ever desired was a place to live and work.
I gotta close the stream. It's a bit late, so I got work tomorrow. So yeah, thanks for dropping by, guys. See you in the next one.